Hey guys, we're back. I'm going to do another spooky reaction video. Hope everyone's having a good day. Hope everything's alright where you are. This one, we're going back to Fearsome's top 5 channel. It's been a moment since we've been there, I think. If you wouldn't mind popping by his channel, the link is in the description. Drop him a sub and put a thumbs up on this original video. I'll be very grateful for that. This one's called Top Scary Ghost Videos That Are Downright Unsettling. Let's get the cans on, give it a watch, and let's hope there's some good creepy stuff, shall we?
Welcome to Fearsome Top 5. Today we'll be diving into 6 scary ghost videos that are guaranteed to freak you out.
Let's hope so.
Number 1. On a TikTok account run by a woman named Kimberly, she mostly posts videos of her kids. But one of the videos on her account is of something a whole lot creepier. One day while Kimberly was at work, she received a motion notification from the camera in her house. Her stomach immediately dropped as she knew that no one was home at the time. And when she reviewed the footage, her eyes widened at what she saw.
Okay. There's definitely something there. There seems to be a reflection in the telly as well.
What looks like a faint shadowy figure appeared to walk by the 2 glass doors. This transparent silhouette is just barely visible as it quickly moved from right to left. If you watch near the bottom of the doors, you can just vaguely make out what looks like legs walking by. This short clip has Kimberly freaked out and currently questioning if her home is haunted. But what do you think?
Yeah, there's definitely something there. Like I said, there's a reflection in the telly as well, which, whether it's something sort of behind the camera just causing a shadow or whatever, I don't know. But surely that would sort of dissipate with the light from the doors, but creepy. There's no what you guys made of that one. Like I said, there was something. Not entirely sure what that something was, but there was something.
Number 2. The historic Jefferson Hotel in Jefferson, Texas has earned a reputation as a chilling paranormal hotspot. With a long history dating back to the 1850s, it's one of the most famously haunted hotels in the state.
It looks a pretty cool place.
The hotel was constructed in 1851 and was originally used as a warehouse for goods. It was eventually converted into a hotel, then years later ended up being owned by a paranormal enthusiast named Jeremy. Since owning the hotel, Jeremy has had his own fair share of unsettling encounters, which he does his best to document and share to his YouTube channel, The Historic Jefferson Hotel. Guests at the hotel have reported hearing child's laughter, phantom footsteps, and witnessing furniture move on its own. With many cameras scattered throughout the hotel, unexplainable things are often caught. And in October, one of these cameras caught something that Jeremy is struggling to explain.
Demon bunny. It would be pretty cool to go somewhere and stay, like somewhere like this. I think it'd be an interesting night, like just to try and see what you can capture, if anything. Let's give this a watch.
A large dark shadow suddenly engulfed the door, soon followed by a black object to the right. According to Jeremy, every October they decorate a haunted house inside the hotel. Near the door where the shadow appeared are a few tall curtains, and although this black object looks similar to a curtain, the one that's hanging where this took place is white. Jeremy tried his best to debunk this, but he was never able to achieve the same result as what was caught on camera. Another night at the hotel, as Jeremy walked by the gift shop, he heard something that caught his attention.
That one was the shadows. I mean, the lights didn't really help. I don't know if they've got some sort of flickering candle type effect going on or something, but it didn't really help. But the shadow, I mean, the curtain, for all the curtain could be white. If it's just sort of moving within the shadow of the stairs or whatever was there, then they might show up black. I don't know. Bizarre, but there was quite a big looming shadow, like they said, over the actual door itself, but I don't know. We'll see what the next bit is. That slime was cool, by the way. It was balanced precariously on the edge.
A small brass angel on the shelf suddenly fell over, soon followed by an owl on a different shelf plunging to the ground.
Yeah, that was just balanced right on the edge anyhow, that. The angel, I'm not too sure about. Maybe a draft caught its wings or something. But I thought its arm moved initially, but maybe not.
Jeremy just so happened to be walking by when this happened, stopping him in his tracks and leading him to investigate. The eerie events in the hotel only seemed to continue, as one day as a guest was walking down the hall, something bone-chilling was caught on camera.
What?
Shortly after a guest walked by, a doll propped up against the wall mysteriously toppled over. According to Jeremy,
Another doll moved as well at the bottom. This one here. I'm sure this one turns round as well.
events in the hotel only seemed to continue, as one day as a guest was walking down the hall, something bone-chilling was caught on camera.
Yeah, this one caught me attention more than this one at the time. Its head turns round and that one falls down.
Shortly after a guest walked by, a doll propped up against the wall mysteriously toppled over. According to Jeremy, that doll had sat in that exact spot for over a month, never budging until now. But there's something even more unsettling hidden in this footage. Just moments before the doll crashed to the ground, the head of another doll eerily shifted.
That is pretty
What makes
creepy.
this even
Unless it's
creepier
on a
is the
remote.
timing. Right after the first doll's head turned, the second doll inexplicably fell. Luckily, another camera angle captured this chilling sequence. The man walks by, the doll sitting on the floor subtly turns its head to the right, and then almost as if triggered by an unseen force, the other doll is knocked to the ground. The eerie activity caught in this hotel is beyond unsettling, and for me, it was enough to decide that I'm never setting foot in the Jefferson Hotel.
That'd be cool to go somewhere like that, but yeah, the owl was half off the shelf anyhow. The angel I'm not too sure about, and them dolls, but clever wire work? I don't know. What do you guys think? Let us know.
Number 3. Chris from the Urbex Hill YouTube channel is known for his
That's
bravery
this guy
as he
again.
often sets out to explore dangerous abandoned locations alone. In one of his explorations, he set his sights on the abandoned Westinghouse factory. Located in Cleveland, Ohio, the factory was established in 1886, but today sits deserted, left to decay as the years pass. Back in 2022, Chris first stepped foot inside this building to investigate. But while strolling through the dark halls, he stumbled upon the chilling sight of a man hunched over in the darkness.
This place is so wet.
What the hell?
Fuck out of me. Yo. You need some help, bro? Yo.
What the hell?
Dead. He's not even responding. I'm gonna leave him alone. Get the fuck out of his way.
This unsettling sight sent a chill down his spine.
I'd
and
be
his
more
first
worried
thought
about
was to
turning
get
me
as
back
far
now.
away as possible. But something in Chris told him to ask the man if he needed any assistance. He made his way back down to the dark hall, but as he stepped inside, the man was gone, now somewhere roaming through the shadows of the building. Fast forward to today, Chris waited till the dead of night to enter the factory.
This is super sketchy. There's another collapse right here.
He's some guy for going to these places, like.
That wasn't there before. Jesus.
The factory was just as creepy as he remembered, and seems to be a bit more dangerous as parts of the building have started to collapse. He cautiously continued exploring until eventually finding himself in the exact spot where he last saw the hunched-over man.
This is where I saw that dude at.
Feeling brave, he
That shadow in the corner looked quite creepy.
ventured deeper into the abandoned factory
Like a little
until
goblin.
something stopped him in his tracks.
Damn, look at that rock. I mean that brick. It's ready to fall. Super sketchy. Walking underneath this. What the hell is that?
Yeah, I don't think I'll be hanging around there, like.
The sound of banging came from somewhere around Chris, immediately putting him on edge, as it could very well be someone dangerous lingering around him.
I didn't hear
As
any
he
talk.
proceeded through the halls, his camera battery died, leading him to switch over to his GoPro, and soon after, things took an incredibly chilling turn.
That is nasty though. Ugh.
It looks like the paint's just literally dripping from the ceiling. Back up. I got a backup torch now.
My light went out. Where's my phone? Jesus Christ. Man, are you serious right now?
Even more concerned if they're moving around in the dark, like. Because that was dark.
The battery in his light suddenly died, plunging Chris into darkness. He frantically began trying to swap out the battery, but in the distance, the sound of someone or something could be heard moving. With only the light from his phone to guide him, he insanely made his way towards the noises he heard. He swapped out the battery in his camera and light, and soon decided to leave the factory after getting a bad feeling.
Let me get out of here before I end up getting jumped. There's got to be somebody in here.
I hope he's actually looking in them rooms as he's walking past.
Yeah, I'm out of here.
As Chris was headed for the exit, he had no idea what
It
he
would be
just caught on
terrifying, not
camera until later reviewing his footage. A pitch-black figure walked from right to left, directly in front of Chris. The spine-chilling figure almost completely blended into the surrounding darkness, and is just barely visible if we crank up the brightness. The strangest part about this figure is just how dark it appears, almost as if it was a black shadow instead of a living person. Whoever or whatever was walking around was fully aware that Chris was nearby and was most likely watching him the entire time. I have no idea how this man continues to do these explorations alone, but clearly he's got balls of steel, so make sure to show him some love and subscribe to his channel. Number 4.
Hats off to him.
A woman named Natasha has a ring camera.
It could have just been somebody. But creepy nonetheless.
Camera on the back door of her house, and late into the night, close to 4:30 in the morning, this camera captured something unusual happening with her bike.
No, we've seen this one before. It's weird.
Natasha's bike was resting against an AC unit when, without warning, it began rolling backward. Then, in a startling turn, it suddenly lunged forward, almost as if an unseen force was trying to steal it. This movement seemed too deliberate to be caused by the wind. So could there be a logical explanation for this? Or is this proof of a ghost attempting to take this bike for a joyride?
Yeah, I said the last time, it's curious, that one, because it does sort of go backwards and forwards. It's not like just sort of falling over. Weird. I don't know what you guys make of that one.
Number 5. A man known as Celtic Dabs on TikTok works at a hotel and has encountered his fair share of unusual things while on the job. Nothing paranormal, but you can imagine the way some hotel rooms are left is pretty scary. One day, while in a room with a coworker, the two men noticed something moving under the blankets on the bed. Without hesitation, he started recording on his phone, capturing what happened next.
Dubious stainage.
What the? Nah.
Yeah, cause let me hit it now, and then
Yeah.
Shut up,
Bro.
Under the blanket, something small seemed to shift back and forth. This strange shape almost resembled a small animal moving on the bed. He kept his eyes locked on the blanket, and then suddenly this mysterious movement shot to the other side. To prove there was nothing underneath, his coworker smacked it dead on. After that, the movement stopped completely. But what's even scarier than this bizarre phenomenon are the stains on the bed, which kinda look like someone might have shit themselves. Number 6.
Was dubious.
Often called the most haunted house in the UK, the ancient Ram Inn also happens to be the oldest building in the area. Constructed in 1145,
I wouldn't mind going in
the
either.
site is rumored to be built on an ancient burial ground, and many believe it holds strong supernatural energy. Reports of hauntings include poltergeist activity, shadow figures, and chilling apparitions. Some claim the building was used for satanic rituals, and the discovery of children's bones and daggers beneath the inn has fueled theories of human sacrifice. Paranormal investigators Jeff, Phil, and Mark from the Ghost Tech Paranormal YouTube channel were up for the challenge and willing to see if they could last inside for a night. To start the investigation, the guys took a seat in the living room and began asking questions.
I've watched a few videos of guys going here, and it does seem quite intriguing. There's a lot of paranormal guys, but also there was a bunch of the bigger debunkers went one time just to try and see what they came across. And it's intriguing. The evidence to come back with and stuff is intriguing, but I wouldn't mind a visit if it's at all possible.
If there's any spirits that can hear my voice, could you come and join us at the table, please?
I thought the chair was moving there, but it's just the shadows.
Moment, as I ask the spirits to come and join us, there is movement from the attic that sounds like furniture being dragged across the floor. We do not have a static cam in this area, but our static cam below in the bishop's room is capturing the sounds. Here is the audio from the static cam in the bishop's room, followed by the audio enhanced.
It does sound like it's above. Apparently it's quite deceiving because although you go upstairs to these rooms, outside the window is pretty much ground floor. In, like, on one side of the building, I don't know if it was the bishop's room or the witch's room or whatever they call it. It was one of them, but when you open the window, you're actually street level. And there was sort of, the debunkers were saying where it could just be cars going past and stuff like that. But that definitely sounds like it's above, like.
Unaware of the noise that was caught above them, the guys headed up towards the attic. But before they could even set everything up, Phil and Mark heard a growl.
Did anybody hear a growling noise then?
Yes.
I did.
My hair's gone stood on end on the back.
It was a growl.
And I've got this on.
Yeah.
My hair's standing on end bad.
All seemed quiet up in the attic until we were just about to leave when this happens. Should we leave this stuff up here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should come back.
What?
Jesus! Did you hear that?
No.
I heard.
Where from?
Oh, Pink, behind you.
You made me bloody jump, Mark.
That so loud. If Jeff's recording, he's bound to have picked that up.
Well, I've left the digital recorder.
Jesus! It was like. Oh, that's made me feel really odd.
Should we leave this stuff up here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should come back.
What?
I didn't hear that.
Jesus! Did you hear that?
No.
I heard.
Where from?
Oh, Pink, behind you.
You made me bloody jump, Mark.
Put it on the other camera.
So
So
loud.
the other
If
camera.
Jeff's recording, he's bound to have picked that up.
Well, I've left the digital recorder.
Jesus!
I heard that one.
A disembodied growl came from somewhere in the attic, instantly
I thought that
sending
was them
chills
talking
down
about
Mark's
it, though.
spine. The guys then headed down to what's reported to be the most haunted room at the Ram Inn.
We've heard a lot of stories about this place, and we were very eager.
Yeah, the second one. I didn't hear the initial one they reacted to, but I heard the one later, but I thought it was just one of them sort of repeating it. Creepy.
To get here and see what we can capture. Now, spread out round the room, we've got a few strange looking devices. They probably look very strange to you, but they're not going to hurt you in any way. They're just to let us know that maybe you're here with us. I still keep thinking I can see you in that doorway. Come on in here.
I just heard a voice.
Yeah.
Between you and me, yeah?
Yeah.
Like a little child's voice.
I heard, yeah, by the fire.
Between you and me.
Between Phil and I, beside the fireplace, we hear a disembodied voice of a child, but we cannot decipher what is being said. Here is the enhanced audio taken from Mark's digital recorder.
Just heard a voice. Just heard a voice.
There's something.
Between you and me, yeah?
Yeah.
Like a little child's voice.
I heard, yeah, by the fire.
Between you and me.
What sounds like a ghostly child's voice was caught calling out, although it's hard to decipher what it could be saying. Now with clear signs that they were definitely not alone, they set their sights on an area known as the Witch's Room.
Are you inside this room? Are you with us now? Come on, Mary, shout out. Shout out so I can hear your voice. If you can't shout out, can you move something inside this room for us, please?
So the word is, the story behind it is, there was a woman who was getting done for witchcraft way back. And apparently this was the last place she stayed before she got caught and burned at the stake or whatever happened to her, or hung, something. But they've set this room up as it was, apparently, despite the Ouija board on the table and stuff like that. But yeah, that's the gist behind her story. Apparently, this was the last place she stayed before she went to travel to get further away from the authorities, and she got caught and killed by whichever method. I can't remember if it was hung or burned at the stake or whatever. Witchy shenanigans. But so that's why they're trying to call out to this Mary. Apparently that's the lady that was in question.
Anything at all? What's the matter, Phil?
The chair just moved.
Your chair moved?
Yes.
Right on cue.
That's weird.
I just seen a
Sorry,
black shadow.
I think I ruined that. We'll go back a touch.
Side, Phil, on the wall.
Come
I
on, Mary,
interrupted that.
shout out. Shout out so I can hear your voice. If you can't shout out, can you move something inside this room for us, please? Anything at all? What's the matter, Phil?
The chair just moved.
Your chair moved?
Yes.
Right on cue.
That's weird.
I just seen a black shadow by you to your right hand side, Phil, on the wall.
Is that you, Mary?
Sit back down.
If it was, thank you for that. So you moved Phil's chair? Is there anything that we can do for you? Phil's chair moves, and then there is running outside on the stairs. Here is the audio enhanced. So you moved Phil's chair? Is there anything that we can do for you? Anything that we can do for you? Can you hear me, Mary?
Creepy stuff.
I ask Mary if she can hear me, and the digital recorder picks up an angry voice replying back to me. Can you hear me, Mary? Can you hear me, Mary?
From the sound of disembodied footsteps to a chilling, angry voice, something dark was definitely lingering around them. Mark then decided to do a solo EVP session on the ground floor, and the specific spot he chose is an area where people have been attacked and a dark figure has been seen. Mark went on to...
Yeah, I mean, with regards to that last section, obviously the chair, we've got no real evidence of that. We didn't see anything other than him standing up claiming. We didn't see the shadows, but again, it's all in night vision, but you'd still think you'd see something. But the voices and stuff and the footsteps are pretty unsettling.
To ask several questions, eagerly awaiting a response. But what he got instead is downright terrifying.
The black shadow figure that's seen in here. Can you show yourself to me? It feels like there's something behind me. My hair. Are you behind me? Come forward. Oh, Jeff! Ah! Jeff!
Okay.
Oh, what was it? Someone pulled me off the chair. Oh, got me shoulder in.
Why's the music box going?
Oh, what the
The music box was going before I got here as well.
Yeah.
Mark gets pulled back,
they're just
and the
being
music box
unsteady
activates
ground.
and picks up movement as if something or someone has passed and left the barn area. Here is the footage again, taken from all three angles.
Seems to be on
there's
flat
something
floor.
behind me. My hair. Are you behind me? Come forward. Oh, Jeff! Ah! Jeff!
Does he lean?
Oh, Oh, Jeff! Ah! Jeff!
After stating that he felt a presence behind him, it wasn't long until something
I normally trust these guys, but
pushed Mark over out of his chair. This hair-raising activity was now getting aggressive, and shortly after this occurrence, the team decided to call it a night. The ancient Ram Inn has long been considered one of the most haunted locations in the UK, and after witnessing the chilling evidence captured that night, it's not hard to see why. Make sure to follow me on Instagram to hear more from your boy. As always, if you enjoy these creepy
Please do.
videos, then make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see more videos like this.
all right, there we go. Good stuff. I thought it was another one after that for some reason. Yeah, like I say, I normally trust those guys, but that last one seemed a bit dubious, like, unfortunately. Let us know what you guys make. I might have to have a look at the proper investigation and see what comments are on there and see if any of the other debunker guys have had a look at it and see what they make of it all. But to me, it looked like he sort of leant back a touch more than... And he just happened to be where he could be propped up against all the stuff in the background. I would like it to be true, but unsure about that one. Let us know what you guys make of it in the comments. As I said before, though, if you wouldn't mind hitting the thumbs up on this video, sub to the channel if you haven't already done so, and ring the bell. You get alerts of more videos and me going live if you want to discuss this. As I said, leave comments or come by my live streams and we can have a chat about this or any of the other videos. In the meantime, have a good one, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.